Alright guys, what is up? MVP Shear 123R88 back again. This time for an ROH Death Force Honor 9 preview. Now, usually Death Force Honor, the card or the Death Force Honor shows are usually, some of their best shows. I honestly believe that Death Force Honor is, it's not their WrestleMania maybe to them, but it seems like it is that way to me because I feel like they put on, they've put on at least a solid card for most every Death Force Honor, except for maybe, 7. 6 is my favorite ever. 8 was a great show. Both nights of 5 were good. 4, you had the Cage of Death. 3, you had Punk versus Aries. 2, you had the 2 nights with, great tag matches in them. To main event each night, the Saints versus Briscoe's first night, and Dan Moff and BJ over the second night, yeah. And then Death Force Honor 1, obviously you can forget that, Paul London's farewell against Mojo, but all those cards are usually pretty stacked, usually pretty good. Some of the best shows out there, Ring of Honor's ever put on in their entire history. This one I don't believe to be so much, but let's just run through the card. There's some good stuff on here. Don't get me wrong. It's still probably worth the $15, but it's probably missing something to put it over the top. But let's just start right into it. El Generico versus Steve Corino with Jimmy Jacobs in his ring corner. But they're kind of playing off a storyline that Steve Corino might not be there and Jimmy Jacobs might have to take a spot. I think it'll be El Generico versus Jacobs. I think Kevin Steen's going to come in and interfere in this. I think Generico's going to get the win. But I really don't know what they're doing with the Kevin Steen thing. But I think it's captivating stuff. The flyers, him going to work for Evolve. I think it's good stuff, and I think Kevin Steen will rear his ugly head here, and I think he'll come to New York to create havoc. Possibility Jimmy Jacobs aligns with Kevin Steen, and we have an El Generico versus Steve Corino versus Jimmy Jacobs Kevin Steen feud. Maybe. I mean that seems like it'd be rehashed and tired, but that seems like what they're kind of leading to. They're kind of leading to, Steen and Generico. Steen still wants Generico, even though the feud should kind of be over. But Generico with the win there. 3-way elimination match. I'm very excited for this match. Young Bucks, Future Shock, and Bravados. I really believe the Bravados are just going to get beaten in like a minute, and it's going to be Bucks and Future Shock for 10 to 12 minutes of great tag team action. I think Future Shock has to get the win here. I think this will build up, their Collinsville shot, which I am going to be going to. I'm very excited to hear the Future Shock are probably going to get a shot at Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, wrestling's greatest tag team. But I think the Future Shock have to win here. I think the Young Bucks could win, but I just think it makes more sense for Future Shock to win, so I'm going to go with them. Grudge tag team match, Jay Lethal and Homicide versus Tommaso Ciampa and Rhino of the Embassy, with the Embassy in their corner. I think Jay Lethal and Homicide are going to win this, even though I think, the Embassy's going to try to cheat and win by nefarious means. I don't think that's going to happen. I think, Jay Lethal is the TV champion. Homicide's obviously coming in. I don't think he's coming in just to lose. So, maybe they get laid out after the match, but I think, Lethal and Homicide have to win at the start. I think they have to win the match. I just think they just seem like the team that has more to gain. I mean, maybe they don't have more to gain by winning, but, Lethal's your TV champ. You have to keep him strong. And Homicide, obviously, is working for UWF, so I'm surprised to see him on the show, and I don't think he would come on the show just to drop a fall to somebody, so that's my opinion there. Special challenge match, Charlie Haas versus Michael Elgin. I think this could be really good, honestly. I'm honestly really excited for this. I'm surprised by these two matches, but this is the one, or these next two matches, I should say. This is the one I'm most interested in, though, out of the World Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team Singles matches. Obviously, it would be. It's the much better looking match of the two, and you're probably not going to like my prediction for the next match, but we'll go with this. Haas versus Elgin. I think Haas is going to win, but I think it's going to be a good 15, 20 minutes. I think it's going to be. I really think it'd be a really technical match, at least from the. I think Charlie Haas will try to do a lot of technician ring work, good mat work. Try to keep Michael Elgin down. Elgin will hit him with a lot of power moves. It's going to be a fun ride. I'm really looking forward to this, honestly. Elgin can go, when need be. Haas can go. Haas is one of the best, or one of the better technicians in the sport right now. Very underrated guy. Both are very underrated. I think this match is probably going to surprise a lot of people, honestly. Then we got Showman versus the Prodigy, Mike Bennett with Brutal Bob. Mike Bennett is going to win this match, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what you say. You can call me stupid. You can say I'm dumb. I really think they're going to build this guy into a serious contender. I've already said in another video, I think Mike Bennett will be world champion by the end of 2012. I think he will be Ring of Honor world champion. If not, he will have moved on. I'm not trying to say Mike Bennett's a great worker or anything like that, but he is a pretty damn good talker, and I really think Ring of Honor needs that in their TV show. And if you've seen a little, advertisement commercial, at the end it has Mike Bennett, posing, and I don't remember exactly clearly what he says right now, but it's something along, come see the superstars of the show, blah blah blah, and they're featuring Mike Bennett in that spot. So I really think giving Mike Bennett a victory over your tag team champion without really diminishing your tag team champion in a sense that he's in a tag team, so he lost in a singles match. I really think Mike Bennett's going to win this match. I have a feeling I had to pick, at least one upset, and I think he has to get it here. The Ringmaster Challenge, 2 out of 3 falls. Eddie Edwards versus Roderick Strong. First fall is pinfall only. Second fall is submission only. If necessary, third fall is a 15-minute Ironman match. I'm undecided on the last fall. I just don't know if I like that or dislike that. I really don't know. Nonetheless, though, these are 2 excellent workers. I'm a huge fan of both guys. I actually think Edwards is better than Richards. I think Strong is even probably better than Richards. Very excited for this match. This is definitely one of the highlights of the entire night. Picking a winner is hard because Edwards is already, 2 up on Strong, so I think that would mean Strong would have to win here. And I think he's going to win, and I think it's going to slowly turn Edwards heel a little bit. I think this is where Edwards' slow heel turn starts, kind of in vein of Kevin Steen, where Kevin Steen lost Ladder War and then he turned heel. I kind of think the same thing's going to happen here at Before Dishonor IX. I think you have to give the win to Roger Strong, though. I think you need to build up Roger Strong again. He's taken too many falls to where he's still credible, but I think he's got to get a big win here, and I think it'd be a good way to give him a big win. I don't necessarily. I think they're going to. I don't necessarily know if they'll go that route just because of their TV taping coming up. Obviously a lot of stuff is already played out there. Then again, the next match makes no sense if we're already going to have a singles match 4 weeks in TV. We'll get to that right now, actually. Ladder War 3, J. Mark Briscoe versus the All Night Express. Contract for a tag title shot at Glory Bound 10. It's going to be hanging above the ring. The winner of this match gets that title shot. I enjoy that it's Ladder War 3. I want to see a Ladder War 3 between these 2 teams. But it doesn't make much sense when in 4 weeks your TV show is going to be showing the Briscoes versus All Night Express in a singles match when their feud should end here. I think they could have reserved this feud ender for a different date, possibly Glory Bound 10 or Final Battle, at least until after the programming airs. I don't know what they're trying to do there. I don't know if Ring of Honor just fubbed up. I really don't know if they just messed it up on accident, on purpose. I don't know where they're going with this, honestly, because of the TV tapings. Maybe they're trying to get a distinct audience there and a distinct audience here. Maybe they thought I think they might have cornered themselves into, a hole or into a corner. They might have backed themselves into a corner by, kind of hinting at Ladder War 3, and now they thought, well, if we don't give them Ladder War 3, they're going to be, really pissed off. All the fans that are believing it's going to be Ladder War 3 are, going to be upset and going to be angry and not going to want to order the show. So I think they, kind of backed themselves into a corner. It's kind of a double-edged sword. They have to give it to us now. I don't know if it was necessarily planned. It just doesn't make any sense to have a singles match after this on the TV tapings and then have kind of like a brawl break out there. I just don't get that. Anyways, as much as I'm a huge fan of the Briscoes. I'm a huge Briscoe mark. I think the Briscoes are the best tag team in wrestling today, and I think they've reinvented themselves to make me actually care about them again with, their great promos, and, they're one of the best acts Ring of Honor has, and they're one of the best acts Ring of Honor can put on TV, and they're good at catching audience's attention because they're different. They're 2, Southern boys from Delaware, who are just ready for a fight, and who were kind of like the cool bad guys. Like you like listening to them, talk and rant and rave about certain things. And I really think that the Briscoes are going to win this match. I really think they're set up for Briscoes World's Greatest Tag Team. I know a lot of people think All Express is going to win. I honestly think the Briscoes are going to win that match. That's who I picked there. My gut just tells me, seeing all the, destruction and chaos going on between Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team and the Briscoes is going to lead to a match at Glory of Honor 10. They already have their little, dissension, and they're shoving matches, and they're shouting matches, and saying they should face them, and all that stuff. I think it's going to happen. And I think it's going to happen at Glory of Honor 10. If not, it's going to have a final battle. And maybe All Night Express gets their shot, here. I think All Night Express, they need to win here, but I think the storyline goes along with the Briscoes winning and getting the shot. I think that makes more sense from where it's going from their complaints with the All Night Express or with the Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team. God, I can't say it because it used to be World's Greatest, now it's Wrestling's Greatest. But it goes along with their whole we should get a match. They're them whining and complaining about not having a match with Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team. I think they earn it here. I think it happens at Glory of Honor 10. Maybe All Night Express win the titles in Final Battle 2010. Maybe that's what they're setting up. Maybe they're setting up for a cage match there between the Briscoes. I really don't know. Their booking on their TV kind of makes little to no sense to me there. But yeah, that's my preview of Before Dishonor IX. I mean, for $15, you're destined to get 3 pretty good matches in the Ladder War, the Ringmaster Challenge, and Hoss versus Elgin. And there's some other good stuff in the card too. Oh wait, I forgot Young Bucks, Future Shock, and Bravado should be really good too. So that's 4 pretty good matches. Having no Davey on the card hurts the card, but it doesn't kill it. I think there's enough here that fans will still watch, fans will still buy the show. It may not do great buy rates, but they don't necessarily need it to do great buy rates, turn a profit. But yeah, check that out at Go Fight Live. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me your predictions down in the thing. Tell me if you're excited for the show or not. Like this video if you want. Subscribe. Feel free to leave comments. I'll leave them all up. You can bash me if you want. I don't really care. But yeah, whatever you guys want to do. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a discussion down there on Before Dishonor IX because I'm a little disappointed in the card, and I want to hear you guys' opinions. But that's what I got. That's my video, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.